Welcome back to Off the Sprue with Jerry. Today we will be reviewing the Monogram 1957 Corvette Roadster. Trying with a different camera setup, so bear with me. So this is in 1/24 scale with a copyright date of, drumroll please, copyright date of 1991. It's a skill level 2, 115 pieces. Requires glue. Model will be 6 3/4 inches long, and this is a roadster, so it can be it'll be a top on or top off type. I did not see a convertible look on this one. So up first we have the body, which has the nice detail. It says fuel injection right here. It's got the Corvette flags, the Corvette logo there. You can see the little hook and pin setup for the top. Our dashboard is molded in with the body. The door locks are there. The door handle's there. Again, it says fuel injection. The Corvette logo. There's a little bit of cleanup lines on this body, but other than that, pretty nice. Looks fairly large. Up next we have our white wall inserts. So if you want to make this have the stock wheels and white walls. Dun, dun, dun. I heard a click, so we're halfway there. There we go. You can have the white wall look, or you go with black walls. These are the tires that came with my kit, and they will not be used for this kit, but I'll get to that in a minute. You can see them right here in the corner, the ones I'm going to use. So up next we have our clear, which has our headlights, our turn signals, and possibly our reverse lights. Nope, those are going to be our tail lights as well. I just have to figure out which ones are which. We got our windshield and the back top, the roof, back glass, and side windows that goes into the roof. Up next we have the chrome, so I'll start off with these. So our wheel backs are like this. These came in the kit, but there's no way these wheels are going to fit into those tires with the wheel backs. So what I did was I have the AMT 68 Camaro that have these Goodyear Polyglass GTs, and that kit comes with 2 size tires. Well, on the Camaro I'm going to use the big ones in the rear, small ones in the front. Well, on this Vette I'm going to use the 2 of the spare fronts, or 2 of the spare small tires, and 2 of the rear tires, so I can use these rims to make this Vette look really mean. So there's our tires, the ones I'm going to use. We have our rear tail light housing. We have our stock wheels. We have our aftermarket wheels that this kit came with. Our breathers, our windshield frame, our front bumperettes. This one might be the rear. I gotta double look in the instructions. We have our rear differential cover. We have our dual quad intake, our fuel injection intake, They're really nicely detailed. I'm not sure how well those are going to come up, but it says, let's see. Yeah, it says Corvette in the valve covers. I wasn't sure if it was Chevrolet or Corvette. Got our headlight buckets, part of our fuel injection air cleaner. Got our antenna here, our oil fill, dual quads, license plate cover. I'm assuming that's probably more of the fuel injection setup. I'll find out when I get that far. We got our mirror that goes on the dash. We have our side glass frame. Not sure which piece that is going to be. We'll find out. These are probably for the rear bumper. That's more of the fuel injection. Dun, dun, dun. Our steering wheel with steering column. Our grill insert. Our grill housing. I feel like I've missed something. These are our front bumperettes. I have a feeling this is our rear that connects with these somehow. So that's that. Up next, we got more body pieces and suspension. We got our hood. We got our roof. Front suspension, rear axle, front cross member, our dashboard, there we go. And you can see all the gauges, the radios there, our different buttons. We got our door panels with window crank, door handle, our lock. We got our belt and pulleys. We got more of the engine here. Steering column with steering box. We have our control arms, our exhaust manifolds, radiator. Not sure what that is, but this is for our shocks. I know I'm not the greatest on describing all these parts, but I do my best. This is a hood option. I'm not going to be using it. We have our wheel backs, our wheel locks, our generator, our fan, which the detail is only one-sided on the fan. Interesting. We have another rear axle, more beefy rear axle here. We got our frame with exhaust molded in. Got our rear leaves, our hood hinge, our sway bar, another rear differential cover, and our driveline. Last tree, we got two different transmissions, so I guess we can go with a 4-speed or 3-speed. We have our rear valance, our front valance, our engine halves with the bell housing attached, oil pump, oil filter attached, fuel pump attached, starter attached. It makes it all one piece. I just realized I did not see any heads in all of that. Did I miss over them? Oh, the heads were on the same tree as the exhaust manifold. So we have our floor pan here and our interior tub with engine bay. Fairly detailed, got some nice seat detail there. Our pedals are molded in. We got our brake master cylinder, our batteries in there. Looks like our, I'm not sure what else is in there. And then last in this kit is our Monogram directions. So we got, you can either do the dual quads with one transmission, or you can do the fuel injection. I think I'm going to stick with the fuel injection. I think you're going to have to put that hood scoop on. I'm not sure. Anyways, we're going to put our lower cross member in, upper frame cross, our control arms, our sway bar, and then we'll connect our radiator fan shroud to the frame. Then we put our mufflers on the frame. Then we go with our rear leaf springs. And then there's two different axles. Which doesn't say which is which. Then we have our color callouts for the dash. We have installing our wheel. Well, let's come back over here. Our shocks, our floor pan. Then you install the motor. Then you put your wheels together. Then you put your wheels on, front and rear. Install your dash and steering wheel. Finish up your cockpit. Connect that to the body. Put your optional hood scoop on. Put the hood in. No glue required. They're saying go ahead and tape down the hood. And then you connect the motor or the chassis to the body. There's two X's they say recommended glue on. And you put your alternator or your generator and your steering box. Then we got our tail lights that go in, and bumper, the rear valance. Okay, that one bumper was a optional bumper for like a push bumper style. And we have our normal front bumper. We have that one chrome piece was like a roll bar, and we have our windshield, our mirror going in. Then the roof with the chrome moldings and the back window, and then you have a completed model. So half my kits that I've reviewed, I've been doing like a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being absolute garbage and a 10 being the best kit I've ever seen. This one, 115 pieces. The only downfall I saw was, or would have liked to seen, would have been some decals for the gauges. So that way those look a lot better than hand painting. There are some people that can hand paint these things really well. I am not a great hand painter on the gauges. I do like the option of those extra wheels. Would have been nice if it came with the tires to go with the wheels. So overall, I'm gonna give this kit on just the parts and molding of it, I'm gonna give this a 7. That's why we got a mark 7 there. And when we go through the build, we'll grade it again as we build it. Till next time, this is Jerry, reminding you to build models for you, and this is Off the Sprue.